Alright, what's up everybody? I just wanted to come and do a quick video blog today on the stand your ground law. I was at the library earlier and I picked up the little local newspaper we have here in Georgia, Crossroads News. And on the front page they had this huge article saying Trayvon supporters target Georgia law. Of course, in this crazy article here too, local boy done good. I don't know what that means, local boy. Um, That's interesting. But here they had a picture of all the people rallying, and they were saying that, as you can see here, they were at the Capitol, and of course they were asking for a repeal of the stand your ground law, and that's really what I want to talk about. Of course, I too am upset about the whole Trayvon killing issue. That it pissed me off because not so much as Zimmerman murdering him, but that law enforcement shows such a high disregard. Uh, for the murder. That's I think that speaks volume as to where we are as a nation, as a people. But the main thing I want to touch on, because I think a lot of people are losing direction and focus, is the stand your ground law. The stand your ground law in Georgia and everywhere else is a sound law. And that law basically said it doesn't. I've seen people misquoting it, saying it gives you a right to shoot first and ask question later. That's not what the law says. The law says that you don't have to make an attempt to flee in the face of aggression. And in this case, that law stood in support of Trayvon Martin. Unfortunately, he didn't have the means to equally meet his aggressor and defeat his aggressor. But in under the Florida law, Trayvon had a right to stand his ground. He just didn't have the means to stand his ground with. He had his fist against a 240-pound moron with a gun. But the stand your ground law is sound, and Zimmerman cannot use the stand your ground law or self-defense because, as clearly put on the 911 call, he was the aggressor. He initiated contact. And this is a reality. If a person is, people jog up and down my street every day, I have no right to go out there and ask somebody that I don't know, why are you jogging up and down my street? Why are you here? That person has no legal obligation at all to tell me anything, even to give me their name. And likewise, Trayvon Martin didn't have to answer any question that Zimmerman put to him. He is not a law enforcement official. He's just a 240-pound moron who want to play cop in his spare time. And you have to forgive me because it does piss me off. If I was Trayvon father, this thing would have went a whole different route. And I'm not telling anyone else to do that, but hell, see, that's my emotion coming out. Forgive me, I'm diverting from the issue, but the point of what I want to say is that the stand your ground law is sound, and it's a lot of people in the black community running around now saying we should stop gun violence and the same old stuff we say all the time. We don't, in a lot of cases, we don't initiate gun violence. Most of the black people I know, a great percentage of them, the ones who can legally carry, don't, and the ones who can't legally carry do. And it's insane. What we need to do is stop jumping on the bandwagon, emotional bandwagon, and we need to stop being morons ourselves and learn the law. Learn how to manipulate the system in a way that benefits you. Everyone else does it. Stop walking around defenseless and hapless and waiting for something to happen and calling on the mercy of others to do something about it. And I'm not trying to make it a racial issue, but a lot of our responses are not intelligent and are not logical. That's the thing I wanted to get out. And me being a gun owner and an avid shooter, I go to the range a lot. I got a lot of buddies who do. It's stupid to try to take that right. That's another right that's being manipulated away from us under some emotional pretense because someone committed a crime and tried to use that law. It doesn't apply. It doesn't apply. Simple input. It's not a self-defense issue because he initiated aggression. I can't come, jump on you, start, and beat you down, and then if you get the upper hand, decide to shoot you, and it be self-defense because I initiated the aggression. I cannot do that. And black people, we need to learn the law. I saw a Georgia representative, made a comment. They quoted him in AJC yesterday saying that all hysterical and overblown, saying that anyone 18 can carry a gun anywhere in Georgia, and that's not true. That's not the law. You can carry, a person 18 can carry a shotgun or a long rifle on his or her property, on his parents' property. You can't just walk down the street with any kind of weapon. That's not true. But see, when you get the people rile up and you get all this emotionalism going, and you get a bunch of ignorant people, and you are ignorant, because if you don't know what the law says, if you're sitting up saying repeal it, you're ignorant because you don't understand, what the law entails. And we got to stop doing that. We got to become more informed than we are, and less emotional. And that's important. That's important because the powers that be are using all these little incidents. Every time someone illegally uses a firearm, they use those actions to take away the rights from the people. And if you give up any right, if you give up your gun right, next thing you know, you'll be giving up your right for the freedom of speech, or some other right, because and that's one of the dangers of having an ignorant populace, because an ignorant populace promotes slavery. And that's where we'll end up. I saw a thing the other day where they had black mothers talking about how they were telling their kids to just don't look the police in their eyes, don't look the people in their eyes, drop your head, answer any question. Now, what is this? What, we 2012 and we back in slavery, self-imposed slavery? Learn the law, learn the system, learn what your rights are, and utilize them. It's just that simple. Stop being hapless victims. That's it, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's not really a racial issue with me, but it pisses me off because black people, we acting like morons. Our responses are moronic. We can do better than this. And when we change our overall image, and we change, and I'm not talking about wearing hoodies and all that. Even that is crazy, because now the hoodie is a symbol of Trayvon. How is a hoodie a symbol of Trayvon? It was raining reportedly that night, and he put on his hoodie once he realized Zimmerman wasn't following me. That you got to be careful how the media manipulates things. He wasn't, to say he was wearing a hoodie is in itself implied he was menacing the neighborhood, walking around with a hood on, and people couldn't tell who he was. It was raining. The boy put his hood on. The man was following him that he didn't know. So we got to stop doing stupid stuff, just like buying Skittles and buying Arizona tea, helping the corporation out. I mean, we comedic, and then we expect a serious response from others. It's not gonna watch, people. It's not gonna watch. We got to do better than that. Or we can just keep playing, and they'll keep slaying, and that'll be the day. That's how it go. But anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. If you got a right to carry, carry. If you got a right to possess, possess. And if you got a right to defend yourself, defend yourself. And that's it. Don't go out looking to kill people, because killing people is not fun. Killing people is not cool like the video game. Zimmerman, whether he gets arrested or not, he'll never escape that, because he took an innocent person's life. Fate gonna deal with him. Since his father was a coward, since Trayvon's father was a coward and didn't do his job and deal with Zimmerman, fate will deal with him. We got to stop trusting in other things. When you have a right to take action, take action. You got a right to stand your ground against any threat, no matter which angle or which corner it come from. Everybody has that right. Everybody, not just black people. Other people exercise that right. We don't. Trayvon had a right to defend himself. He had a right to stand his ground. Unfortunately, he didn't have the tools by which to do it. And a fool took his life. And that's the problem too. And that's the next last comment I want to make on that too. If you have a firearm, learn how to use it. Get some training. Learn, go to a good school that gives, find you somebody who knows the law, who can not just teach you how to shoot, but bring some realities to you of shooting. What happened, what's entailed, what's entailed after the shoot. It's a lot to it. It's not just having a gun, putting on this bravado, I got a gun, I'm ready to blow somebody's head off. I've carried guns for years, and I've never had to shoot anyone. I had some tricky situations come up, but I haven't had to shoot anybody. And I'm glad. And I'm glad, because I don't want to kill anybody I don't have to. So, that's still, I don't know. Just wanted to get that off my chest. Peace.